Welcome back to Coffee Time. Get you another cup of coffee. Enjoy the rest of the program today. On Thursday, we got Danny. No, Danny's not here. Susan Hill is with us, special guest, and we're going to talk about something that's very important to all of us. Food safety. It's Thanksgiving week.
Yes, it is Thanksgiving week.
And
it came by fast.
We got hams, we got turkeys, we got all this stuff to cook. And she's going to talk with us today. She's the Walker County Extension Office, of course. You cover about 13 counties, don't you?
Sometimes it feels like it. I cover 11 counties from the northwest corner down to Walker County.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Susan is our food specialist. She's going to talk about cooking today and food safety and washing your hands and checking that thermometer.
Checking the thermometer, exactly.
All right. All right, my very first question, that I won't have many today. You'll do most of the talking. But my very first question is, we got a lot of folks watching us this morning that they're going to go buy honey baked ham, Birmingham, Gardendale, Jasper, whatever we do. We're going to buy the honey baked hams, and we're going to take it home, and I'm going to pick it up on Saturday or Sunday. I've got a week to go.
You have a week to go. You want to make sure that you do not do that.
Don't pick it up too early.
Don't pick it up too early. Do not pick it up too early because it will start growing bacteria. It's already been cooked for a while. Whatever their time frame is.
I don't know their time frame.
And we don't know that time frame, but you want to get it.
If you pick one up on Saturday, it might have been cooked on Thursday.
It could have been cooked on Thursday or Friday.
So that's 8 days before you eat
that ham. And it doesn't matter if you're eating midday on Thanksgiving Day or the afternoon. It's still 8 days.
It's still 8 days.
Still 8 days.
What am I going to do with it from Saturday to Thursday? I'm going to keep my refrigerator.
Yeah, you just need to get it as close to Thanksgiving as possible.
Pick it up on Wednesday.
Pick it up on Tuesday or Wednesday, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That question came up at my home, and my wife Linda, she said, I don't think we need to pick this up too early.
She's exactly right.
I said, okay.
No earlier than Tuesday, because you'll have Tuesday. Now remember, it could possibly have been cooked on Monday. So you have to count that day of cooking. So it'd be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Wow.
Well, you've already got 4 days on that turkey.
How long before, quote, bacteria starts?
Well, it can start if you don't store it correctly. You can, once you pick that turkey up, and if you linger around and let it stay out of refrigeration or out of heat for 2 hours, after that 2 hour time frame, that's when the bacteria starts to grow.
All right, I've got an answer to some folks.
Yeah.
You're gonna go to Hoover.
It would be better if you're going to, now you can take it you can take a cooler with you.
Yeah, you can
have
take
it
a cooler.
insulated correctly.
Very, very good answer.
Yeah.
Put it in a cooler in your car.
In your car, not in the trunk, but in the back seat, and make sure if it's going to be a hot turkey or a warm turkey, prepare that cooler for heat.
So you're telling me, pick
the
ham up on your way home. Don't shop first.
Don't shop. Shop all you want, then pick up the food, and then go to your destination. If it's a long way, if it's a long distance, if you can't pick it up at the locations you are going to arrive, prepare that cooler for a hot food or prepare your cooler for a cold food.
So we're talking about sometimes an hour. From
pickup
to home.
To pick up to home, can it be as more as 2?
We
don't want to do that.
All right. Let's talk some other stuff you got for us today here on our Thanksgiving meals.
Okay, so you're preparing the food, preparing your turkey. You are going to thaw the turkey from frozen, and most people do that because they get the deals from buying the turkey. So you want to make sure that you take that turkey home and put it into the freezer and depending on the size of the turkey, and it will take that many days to thaw. So for every 4 to 6 pounds, it takes 24 hours.
So you got a 10-pound turkey.
You got a 10-pound turkey.
48 hours.
Yes, or more. And the best place to do the thawing is put that turkey in a container and put it on the bottom shelf of your refrigerator. Not outside on the grill.
Not in the freezer.
Not on top of the freezer.
Right.
In the refrigerator. And
bottom shelf.
Bottom shelf, because it's going to start thawing out. It's going to slough all of the ice and everything that's
Yes.
on there off, and then it won't be all over your refrigerator too. So
Good
one
deal.
that can do. Now the thawed turkey can remain in the refrigerator 1 to 2 days, just 2 days, not because it's a large amount of food,
It sure is.
and bacteria will start growing after 2 hour time frame if it's not taken care of.
2 hours.
2 hours, and it multiplies and divides every 20 minutes. That can be from misuse of not putting it in the refrigerator correctly. It could be to where cooking the turkey to 165 degrees is the way to cook that turkey.
How many?
To 165 degrees.
Okay.
It's poultry. Any poultry has got to be cooked to 165 degrees. Invest in a meat thermometer. And all of your holiday shopping, go to the housewares and pick up a thermometer.
Get that meat
Get
thermometer.
the thermometer.
And the degree again is 165.
165 degrees. That has to be held at 165 degrees for 15 seconds. And when you're checking the temperature of that turkey, do not hit the bone, because that bone is going to get hotter quicker than the meat itself.
I did not know that. Mm-hmm. When you put that thermometer in, keep it away
Keep
from
it
the
away
bones.
from the bone or bones. All of
Yes,
those,
yeah,
because
bones.
that's going to gain the heat
Because the
quicker,
bones get hotter.
faster, because
So the temperature is wrong.
the temperature is going to be wrong.
'Cause
And wait for that. When you start using that thermometer, there's going to be instructions on how to calibrate it. That's very important. So when you calibrate, and I think we've talked about that
we
before.
have before.
Make sure you calibrate it correctly, because it's brand new, taking it out of the package.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you put that calibrated thermometer inside the turkey, the thickest part of the turkey, it can be the thickest part of the thigh, it can be in the center of the breast, it can be either place, 165 degrees, and wait for that needle to stop moving. Just because the needle's traveling, because it's hit heat, it's going to move quickly. Wait for it to stop and then get a reading. It could be that you may be at 160 degrees. You haven't reached that 165 degrees to kill the bacteria.
So I need to thaw 2 or 3 days in the bottom of my refrigerator, not frozen, but
Not
in my
frozen.
refrigerator, and then get my thermometer out. Now, how long is my cooking time?
Oh, the cooking time is going to be, you want to make sure that it is, 20 minutes per pound. I might be wrong on that. That is going to be approximately 24 hours for every 46 pounds for refrigeration. Cooking temperature, the turkey is safe to eat when it reaches 165 degrees, using the food thermometer. It is going to be at least 20 minutes per pound.
20 minutes per pound.
20 to 30 minutes per
A
pound.
10-pound turkey is 200 minutes.
And depending on the weight, a general guideline to cook is 13 minutes per pound at 350 degrees. Most people are going to put their turkeys in a higher temperature.
250 usually.
Probably, if it's at a low temperature, it's going to take longer.
Yes.
But on average, your general guideline is 13 minutes per pound. Now, if it's going to be a quicker or a higher time, you will still want to err in the 13 to 20 minutes.
13 minutes a pound, 10-pound turkey is 130 minutes.
130 minutes.
Divided by 60 is 2.5 hours.
Now, I know that a lot of folks have heard that some cooks get the oven super, super, super hot.
Yes.
Put the turkey in there, and then they turn the heat off. Don't do that. It has to be at that temperature, constant temperature,
Over 2 hours.
for the over 2 hour time frame.
Wow.
Yeah, because once
I've
that
never heard that.
I have heard that a
few
few times.
Heard people that do that.
right, I have heard that a few times. You got to have constant heat. It has to reach 165 degrees, 13 to 20 minutes per pound, and then you'll have a safe turkey. To
Now,
eat.
my thermometer, we're going to check it how often, like before, middle of, after? Or?
I would let it cook at least an hour to that hour, or that 130 minutes before I did, because once you open and close close your oven, you're going to lose your temperatures, and it's not ever going to cook. So what if you are, this is another scenario I thought about. What if your guests are there and the turkey is just not cooking? We've all been there. So you can do several things. You can take the turkey out of the oven, and I know everybody wants a pretty turkey. I understand that. Start cutting the thighs and start cutting the parts off.
Yes.
Because if you have the connecting, and you can always put it back together when it gets done. You just want a done turkey. You want it to be done. That way it'll cook quicker. You can get a rotisserie chicken. Have something on the side. And one of the things that we really, truly recommend, and please, please do this, don't stuff the turkey while it's cooking. The cavity of the turkey is so deep and so thick just from the bird itself. Once you put your chicken and dressing in there, it becomes thicker. Heat is not going to go through the bird, then the dressing, to be completely safe to eat.
Wow.
If you want to stuff the turkey, cook your turkey, cook the dressing, then put them together.
Good point. Get your dressing done, then stuff the turkey.
Yes, and the dressing has to be cooked to 165 degrees as well.
Then put them both in the oven at the same time. But the dressing's already cooked.
Dressing's cooked, turkey's cooked, then stuff them. So I want to talk a little bit more about food safety too. When you bring the turkey out of thawing, a lot of people want to wash their poultry. It is recommended by USDA and FDA, do not wash the turkey. You do not, because you're splattering salmonella, which is carried by all poultry, is going to be throughout the kitchen. Try to buy paper towels to use, because you can wash your hands for 20 seconds, wipe your hands on that paper towel, throw the paper towel away. Bacteria and everything goes in the garbage.
Not a drying cloth.
Not a drying cloth. Now, there are a lot of people that's going to do that. If you have a clean cloth, you're going to have a lot of laundry, and that's okay. But just don't double use that, because if you've wiped the counter off with that paper, with the cloth towel, not the paper towel, and you dry your hands and you go to prepare something else,
it's there.
It's there. It may be nice and dried, but it takes very little water activity to activate those bacteria that's living on that cloth. So try to use paper towels. Separate, don't cross-contaminate, keep everything separate. If you want to prepare your turkey for your meal the next day, prepare it that night. Do a sanitize and clean, use bleach, not the whole entire container of bleach. You want to make sure you have a gallon of water, and you want to put a teaspoon of bleach in that water. Shake it around a little bit. You can put it in a spray bottle, and then you can use that to clean up where you've dressed your turkey. So we cook the
turkey the night before or early morning of.
Early morning. Keep everything.
Keep it all ready.
Separate.
And you warm it up and go.
And you warm it up. And when you reheat, you want to reheat again to 165 degrees. That number is so very important. When you are finished consuming your meal, once everything's prepped and you've got it out on the table, everything looks so pretty, you've eaten, you want to get and the eating part is in this time frame, you still have that 2-hour time frame to get everything consumed, cleaned up, and put away before you can, for it to be safe.
Now, a lot of us are going to have plenty of turkey left over. That's what
Yes.
you're talking about. I got my 2-hour time frame.
Everybody's eating.
Everybody's eating. After that 2 hours up, we got to put it up.
You have to put it up, yes. And when you put the foods away, make sure that they're not hot, because, and most of the time they're not going to be.
They're sitting out.
Because they've been sitting out the 2 hours, and it is a good thing for you. It kind of works towards your putting up. So you want to make sure, and use your thermometer again, to make sure that that is at least at 70 degrees or below. Because that is going to, because if you put a hot food into your refrigerator, even your freezer, whatever the temperature of that food is, that refrigerator or freezer is working really, really hard to cool it down. But what happens first is that heat is going to encompass the refrigerator. The refrigerator is going to be at that temperature for if it's just a second, and then it's got to cool down. Well, guess what else gets heated in that refrigerator? The milk, the butter, the jelly, the leftover foods, all of it. So you want to put it in there at the temperature of 70 or below in a container, tight fitting lid, so you won't have any other odors or absorbing anything. and store it that way.
Now, some people will just wrap it in aluminum foil all over, just set it in. No container.
That's fine.
It's okay?
As long as it's at that temperature to where it's not
Where it
going to heat
should
up
be.
the whole refrigerator or freezer.
Check that temperature again.
Your carbohydrates, please do not put your carbohydrates. A lot of people like to store corn wrapped in foil and then freeze it. Don't do that. Potatoes wrapped in foil. Take those carbohydrates, take them out of that foil. It's okay to cover your leftovers with foil, but encompassing that whole entire food is not good for you. So just take it out, put it in an airtight container, and then put it in there.
We want you to have a great meal with your family, enjoy it, we want you to do good, but there's some safety that we have to do.
You have to do.
So be careful. All right, tell them how to get in touch. You got some literature on this at the office.
I do. If you can't get to the office, you can go to our website at aces.edu. Also, if there's not anyone there to answer a phone call, the USDA has a Ask Karen hotline. So you can type in USDA, you can Google it, she's there, and it's Ask Karen. There's a 1-800 number there, and you will get someone to answer a question.
Good deal. Special guest Susan Hill, Walker County Extension Systems, talking about food safety. Have a great Thanksgiving and be careful of that cooking.
That's right.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you doing it each and every time. We're going to take a break. We've got the rest of the program, Coffee Time, coming right after these messages.